you guys, okay? All right. All right, what's coming in for the collective? What's coming in for the collective at this time? Let's see. What's coming in for the collective at this time? Let's see. All right, for the collective, what's coming in for the collective at this time? All right. All right, for the collective, what's going to come in for you guys very soon? All right, there is an energy of a star quality for many of you guys. So have hope, have faith, have inspiration. You guys can do whatever you guys want, okay? Hey, Gashri. All right, this is what's coming in for you very soon. Love is coming in and communication is also coming in for many of you guys, all right? So love, communication, inspiration is also coming in, okay? For the collective, all right? All right. If you have two questions, please ask it together so it doesn't make it hard for me to read the questions. Just ask it together. Don't separate the questions. All right. Um, I am not really going to be talking too much today because I'm just going to read it quickly and just try to get it through. Because two free readings on the days that it's two free readings is very difficult to do. And YouTube, when it moves up, sometimes you can't see the chat anymore. So that's why I'm gonna try to do it quickly, and then I'm gonna get it through. All right. So I'm not gonna try to talk too much today. I'm just trying to get everything through. All right. So please do be respectful. Don't spam. If I see a question, then I see your question. If I don't, just ask it again. It's not a hard thing to do. People always have an issue with the situation. Okay. All right. I am gonna start. All right. Let's see. All right. For Montine, what's coming in for Montine? Let's see. Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe though, because I cannot continue to do these free readings if there's no subscription, if there's no hyping up the video. I cannot keep doing free readings if there's no support. So make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, and share it to whoever. Okay? So make sure you guys are giving the equal exchange of positivity. Because if I don't get that, I can't do free readings anymore. So let's be clear, all right? Montaigne, what's coming in for Montaigne at this time? All right. Love is coming in for sure for Montaigne. Love is coming in for sure. For Montaigne. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor very soon. Whatever you're asking about is gonna turn in your favor, all right? Generous, bold energy, time to take action. All right, whatever you want to do, you gotta start taking action, right? Communication is also coming in as well for somebody that wants to come in. New happiness, reconciliation starting to come in for Montaigne. All right. All right, let's see. Can I get the second? Does Hudson plan on being back? Does Hudson plan on being back for the situation? Do you call me Dream? Wait, it's me in the mirror. Do you call me Dream? That's actually a really cool name. You keep calling me Dream? All right, let's see what's coming in for Montaigne. All right, so there is definitely a communication coming in for you very soon for Montaigne. And this person does have passionate energy towards you. For Hudson, they're going through a problem with their finances right now. They're feeling like they're left out in the cold. They're very indecisive too about relationships, but the same cards came in for you the last time for Montaigne. So they do want to have a happiness with you. They do want to apologize to you. Communication and passionate energy is coming in for you very soon. All right, for Montaigne. Is Elena surprised that she's communicating for Montine? Is Elena surprised about communicating with Montine? Let's see. Is she surprised? Can I get one more card for Montine? Alright, is there for Montine? Is she surprised that she communicated? Okay. Alright, so yes, she is surprised. All right, she used to be very overcritical about the situation. She might be an old friend or an old acquaintance that used to start problems with you. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's the card that came up for you. She was an old acquaintance that used to start problems with you, or she did not like your attitude, or she didn't like you in general, at the beginning, because all these cards came in reverse. But now she is surprised that there is a judgment coming in. She might want to reconcile, she might want to start anew, but that's what's coming in. She is surprised, all right? All right, let me go back. Let's see. Montine, Gashri. All right. What's Gashri? What is Himakumar's thoughts of Gashri? All right, the situation is they are a little bit imbalanced within the money. You got 3 money cards that came in reverse for Gayashri, so I do sense an energy of them not being able to be balanced about the money goals. Once they do balance the money goals, there is a passionate energy coming towards you for Jayashri, so they will come towards you eventually. Okay, all right, all right. Arjita Shukla. When will my yank reach out to Arjita Shukla? When will my yank reach out to Arjita Shukla? Let's see. Can I get 2 more cards, please? And thank you, Spirit. All right, for Arjita Shukla, let's see. When will my yank reach out to Arjita Shukla? Make sure you guys are putting hearts up or thumbs up after you guys got your reading. All right. So then there's no spam coming in. All right. For Arjita Shukla. All right, for Arjita Shukla. All right. So this energy. When will my yank reach out to you? They are gonna reach out to you between 1 to 7 months. So it can start from May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So from May to November, there is gonna be more communication for Apajita Shukla, okay? All right, that's what's coming in for Apajita Shukla. All right, let's see. All right, what way does she want to start in you? What way does she want to start in you? All right, for Montaigne, she wants to start anew as a friend. She wants to start anew as a friend for Montaigne. There is a wish fulfillment, balancing energy coming in. All right. I don't know if there was a situation between 2 other women, but there's a difficult choice about a friendship. I don't know why I had to say that, but she does want to start anew as a friend or as a good co-worker. Don't have to be friends. It could just be an energy of being a positive co-worker. That's what's coming in. But do be mindful though for Montaigne. She can still be a jealous person, so you better be wary of that. There is a jealous card in there. Even though she wants to start anew with you, there's always still gonna be that envious energy. So be mindful of that. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Priscilla Mikal. Let's see. Can I get a general energy of Priscilla Mikal? Can I get a general energy of Priscilla Mikal? Let's see. All right, for Priscilla Mikal, your general energy is all right. There's stern and organized energy coming in. There might be a boss that's watching you from afar for Priscilla Mikal. So there's an energy of someone wanting to mentor you at this time, or someone wanting you to move up the social ladder for Priscilla Mikal. There is an imbalance with balancing your energy right now, or money problems, but money's definitely going to come in for you very soon for Priscilla Mikal. Your hard work is going to pay off. People are going to look up to you. There is going to be a recognition energy coming in for Priscilla Mikal. Okay, all right. There's also somebody that has a crush on you, but the energy is also a little bit immature. You probably already know who this person is. Okay, now Phoenicia. What kind of person will come into your love life? Phoenicia. What kind of person will come into your love life, Phoenicia? All right, Phoenicia. Phoenicia, what kind of person will come into your love life? Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. This person went through a lot of unrequited love. So they might have a problem with opening up about relationships for Nisha. All right, this person went through a lot of heartbreak in the past. All right, there's an energy of arrogance or pessimistic. They're pessimistic about love. For for hold on, people just jumped on in and just made me lost my where I was at. Let's see. Where was I at? Nisha. Yeah, this person might be a little pessimistic about love. They are a little bit negative about love because they went through a lot of unrequited love. They are the type of person that will put up a wall about relationships if they seem a little bit shy or insecure, or they don't want to come fast towards you, but they're trying to get to know you. This is your person, okay? That's for Nisha. All right. All right. Hana Beauty. Let's see. When are you gonna meet your husband for Hana Beauty? Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe. All right. All right. I'm really not gonna try to repeat myself today, so let's be mindful that you guys are present for your readings because I do not have the energy to repeat myself today, just to let you guys know. So please try to be present because everyone's energy fluctuates and my energy is fluctuating right now. So be mindful. I'm not going to try to repeat myself. So be here, be present. And if you're not present, go back to the live stream. I will repost it. Okay. All right. Fahana Beauty. All right. When are you gonna meet your soulmate? Your soulmate, you are gonna meet your soulmate between 1 to 3 years, so 2027 to 2029. That's the time frame that you are gonna meet your soulmate. From 2027 to 2029, that's when you're gonna meet your soulmate. Okay. All right. That's for Hana Beauty. All right. All right. Let's move on. It's Pretty. All right. What's the general guidance for It's Pretty? What's the general guidance for It's Pretty? Let's see. What's the general guidance for It's Pretty? All right, for It's Pretty, let's see. What's the general guidance for It's Pretty? Can I get a general guidance, please? And thank you, Spirit. All right, for It's Pretty, what's coming in for you at this time? All right, for It's Pretty, your general guidance for you at this time, money is gonna come in for you very soon for It's Pretty, okay? Your hard work is gonna pay off. You are gonna be recognized at work. That's what's coming in for It's Pretty. Passionate, powerful energy is gonna come in for It's Pretty very soon. You might want to start a business project, or you might have to make a difficult choice between two different jobs, okay? You might also be able to work online as well for It's Pretty, okay? If that's what you want. There is an energy of business projects and working online as well, okay? And traveling. If you went through a recent heartbreak or you went through a problem with your own life, you are going to go through a recovery period very soon for It's Pretty. Make sure you're saving up money at this time for a rainy day, all right? All right, Amon 99. What is S current feelings for Amon 99? All right, for Amon 99, what is S current feelings for Amon 99? Let's see. What is S current feelings for Amon 99? Please do like, share, subscribe to the channel, all right? All right, for Amon 99, what's coming in for Amon 99? All right. All right, for Amon 99, what is the intentions? So they do want truth and clarity with you for Amon 99. So definitely they do want to talk to you very soon. There's a communication aspect coming in for Amon 99. All right, truth is coming in for you very soon. Money's also coming in for you as well for Amon 99. I do believe that you might know them from work, or they might want to be working with you in the future for whatever reason, but there's truth and clarity coming in. They do want to tell you how they feel. The good luck fortune is turning in your favor for Amon 99, okay? That's what's coming in for you very soon. All right. All right, hey Diamond, how you doing? Let's see, Chakina Stevenson, Nancy. All right. Why is your ex-boss stalking your daughter? Sounds like a creep to me. Why is your ex-boss stalking your daughter? Why won't you call the cops for Nancy? Why won't you call the cops? Because can't nobody be stalking people like that. there is a rule of stalking people, whether that's online or in person. You need to call the cops. You need to seek some help. All right. For Nancy, I'm just being honest. Okay. For Nancy, so I don't know what it is for Nancy. Does your ex boss have a crush on your daughter? This is a really weird feeling to me. Like he might have a crush on your daughter, or he wants to get to her to you for whatever reason. I feel like he's trying to talk to your daughter in order to get to you for some odd reason. I don't know why, but there's something that has to do with maybe he want you back in the job. Maybe he wants some sort of reconciliation for you to go back to the job. There's some weird energy coming in. Either one, he might have a crush on your daughter, or two, he might want you back at the job. So there's the only way to get back to you is talking to your daughter. That's what's coming in. He wants the wheel of fortune turning in his favor, but it's not turning in his favor because you got the right of way. So if you don't want to go back, then you don't want to go back. But this person is rushing the situation because he want you to go back to him. He want you to go back to the job, or some weird reason. That's what's coming in. Either two of those situations. Be prepared that if he's stalking your daughter, you might want to call the something to help you out, right? For Diamond. All right, for Diamond, let's see. Can I get a general reading for Diamond, please? And thank you, Spirit. Can I get a general reading for Diamond, please? And thank you, Spirit. Let's see. All right, for Diamond, your general reading is you are going through a recovery period right now. There is a recovery period coming in. All right, if you're going through any fight or betrayal energy, no longer will there be any betrayal coming in for Diamond as of right now. There might be indecisiveness for you. Make sure if you want to take action fully. If you want to do something, go 100%. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't keep yourself stuck, okay? If anyone wants to do something, you take action. All right, you cannot be stagnant for Diamond. So if you really want to do something, then go after it 100%. You gotta try. All right, that's for your general reading. All right. So who's Diamond's husband? Let's see. All right. Let's see for Diamond. Let's see. Who is Diamond's husband? Let's see. Who is Diamond's? All right. So for your husband's situation, you might meet them around. All right, you might meet your husband around 1 to 2 years. So 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years, 2027, 2028, 2029. All right. They are going to be a hard worker. They like to travel for Diamond. All right. They might have went through a heartbreak in the past. They might have felt like they were left out in the cold or unsupported in their life. So they know how it feels to work hard for what they want. That's the type of person that they are for Diamond. Okay. They're very peaceful. They're very harmonious. That's what's coming in. All right. And then yeah, they went through a lot of struggles in their life, so they know the rough feeling of working hard for what they want. Okay, all right, all right. Let's see. All right, Montaigne. I do think that this is your last two because I can't keep other people waiting. So I'll finish these last two. I gotta go back to other people. Okay, all right, all right. For Montaigne, let's see, Montaigne. All right, for Montaigne, who is Evie Pomporis? Um, Have you become like them? No, you have not become like them, but you need to find peace and harmony within yourself. For Montaigne, you have not become like Evie. I don't know who the hell that is. You have not become like Evie, but there is an energy of you need to find peace and harmony within yourself. Every time I read your energy can be a little bit all over the place. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I read your readings, your energy's all over the place. You gotta balance your energy. And I just have to be honest with you. All of your questions and all of your answers deals with you being very imbalanced. But whatever your energy is, either you're constantly asking about another person or you're asking about like plenty of people. You're asking about like 3 to 4 different men. So make sure you are balanced within your energy. Now, I'm not throwing judgment or anything. I just want you to balance your energy. If you want something, just try to balance your energy, because your energy can be all over the place. I sense an energy of you asking about like 10 different people. Okay, so make sure you're balancing your energy. You're not like Evie, whoever that the hell that name is. No. Now for your second question. All right, do your coworkers think that you're smarter than you let on? All right, for Montine. All right, now for Montine, do your coworkers? Okay, I do think that your coworkers do sense an energy of you being more smarter than you let on. There is a new journey coming in for Montine. Okay, all right, so you are gonna go through a new journey very soon for Montine. Okay, all right, I gotta go back to the last person. Um, let's see, where was I at? I do apologize to the people that obviously want a free reading as well, because the energy gets there. When people want you to do their readings first, it's always going to be boop, 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 boop. And I have to do their readings first. But be mindful that I do have to take initiative for the people who donated first, okay? All right. But it's unfair to everybody else every now and then. But all right. So let's be clear. I am trying to go in order. All right. Sidra, right? Sidra. All right, for Sidra, let's see what's coming towards Sidra at this time. What's coming in towards Sidra at this time? Please do like, share, subscribe to the channel and hype the video. All right, for Sidra, let's see what's coming in for Sidra. What's coming towards Sidra at this time? All right, what's coming towards Sidra at this time? What's coming towards Sidra at this time? Make sure if you do have 2 questions, ask it together, because it makes it so much easier for you guys just to put it together instead of me splitting up the questions. All right, because then I'll be confused. Like, did I do this reading last time? Or, unless you want to put the second question. But all right, what's coming in for Sidra? What's coming in for Sidra? All right, for Sidra, what's coming in for Sidra at this time? All right, for Sidra. For Sidra, what's coming in for you very soon? So, peace and harmony is coming in for Sidra very soon. All right, balancing your energy out. Communication, someone's going to want to communicate with you very soon. There is an energy of abundance of communication. Someone also wants to give you some sort of mentorship. You might also want to go back to school. There is an abundance to go back to school as well, okay? The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. All right, you may be going through some sort of obstacles, but you will remain triumphant. All right. Be careful with your immature energy though. Make sure you're working on your balancing your energy. All right. For Sidra. All right, for Sidra. Okay, that's what's coming in for Sidra. All right, for Hera. Hera. What does Nor think about Hera? What does Nor think about Hera? What does Nor think about Hera? Let's see. All right, for Hera, what does Nor think about Hera at this time? All right, for Hera. All right, what does North think about you? They do want a new, fresh start with you. They do want to apologize with you very soon for Hera. They don't want to fight with you anymore for Hera. All right, there is a passionate energy coming in for you. Nora wants to apologize. There is a new opportunity coming in. They don't want to fight with you anymore, and there is an energy of coming back towards you with passionate energy. All right, all right, all right. Does Zane have a future plan with Hera? Does Zane have a future plan with Hera? Let's see. Does Zane have a future plan with Hera? Let's see. Does Zane have a future plan with Hera? Let's see. All right, for Hera. What does Zane have future plans for you? All right, as of right now, no, for Hera. All right. There is a resting period coming in for that person, for Zane. He is going through an illness, or he will be going through an illness very soon. It doesn't have to be a big illness. It could just be a flu or a cold or a fever. I don't know, but there is an energy of him having to rest at this time. Between 2 months and 4 months, he will come back towards you for Hero. Okay, all right, all right. Let's see. For Noxy N, I do believe. Is this your second question? What is their upcoming travel for Noxy N? Is there an upcoming travel for Noxy N? Let's see. All right, for Noxy N, there is definitely going to be an upcoming travel very soon. Do not travel just yet, because if you travel now or if you travel in a couple months, there might be an obstacle. Okay, so don't travel now or in a couple months. Um, I do believe that you can definitely travel maybe within 2 months or 3 months for Noxy N. People don't believe it, but there are some times where your feng shui or whatever the time frame that you travel cannot always be good for you, because there are things that you guys might not know of. If you guys travel at a specific time and your birth chart dictates you not to travel, there might be a problem. So that's the reason why I keep telling people, get to know your birth chart, get to know this, get to know that, because that way you can better get used to what you need to do. Okay. But for Nazi N, you can travel in at least 2 to 3 months. There is a travel card coming in for Nazi N, but do not travel this month. Do not travel um you know, as of right now. All right. For Calpita. Well, you could definitely travel in a car, but I would advise people to not travel in a plane as of right now, because plane, you guys do notice in the news that there's a lot of plane crashes, right? And there's a lot of issues with plane. All right. So be really aware if you're trying to travel across the country. There might be a bunch of problems with airplanes right now. Okay. All right. For Calpita. For Calpita. All right. For Calpita. Does Simran have romantic feelings for you? All right. They felt like they were abandoned by you at one point, but they do want to apologize to you very soon. Balancing energies can come in for Calpita. The strength card is also coming in for Calpita. Okay. So they do want to come towards you. You give them abundance and health. That's what's coming in. You give them hope. You give them faith. You give them inspiration for Calpita. All right. That's what's coming in for Calpita. All right. Shakina Stevenson. All right, for Shakina Stevenson. Shakina Stevenson. Is Andrew being faithful with you? Okay, I do believe that he is faithful with you. For Shakina Stevenson, there is the Two of Cups there. All right. And then the Six of Swords. Is a new journey coming in, but you might not want to hear this, but I'm just gonna say it anyways, because I cannot lie about any information that I see. For Shakina Stevenson, he might be faithful to you right now. That doesn't always mean it's the case in the future. I do want to forewarn you with the situation, and the reason why I say that is because there is an energy of reversal with the Knight of Swords. So there might be an energy of him probably having eyes for other women, probably wanting to talk to other women. That's what I see in the cards, okay? But as of right now, in this present time that you're asking, he is faithful to you right now. Remember that energy can always change in the tarot reading, but as of right now, he is faithful towards you. That doesn't always mean it's the case in the future. So I do want to forewarn you on that, all right? Now for will you be moving this year? All right? Will you be moving this year for Shakina Stevenson? Will you be moving this year for Shakina Stevenson? All right, there is a little bit of a confusion for Shakina Stevenson about the move. You might be a little bit concerned, or you might be a little bit going through an anxiety about moving. All right, but I do see that you will be moving very soon, though. At least in about 3 months for Shakina Stevenson, you will move in at least 3 months. Okay, for Shakina Stevenson. All right, all right. Let's see. Thank you to the moderators. Hold on. All right, for Ismi Namira, is it time to file taxes? Is it time to file taxes? Let's see. All right, for Ismi Namira, is it time to file taxes? You definitely need to file your taxes ASAP. I don't know what country you live in. I know in America it's time to file your taxes and it might be closed up already. For it's me in America, you should definitely file your taxes, okay? It's coming in with the bouncing energy. All right. So yes, you should definitely file your taxes. I don't know what country you live at, but in America, I'm pretty sure you already had to. I filed my taxes since February. I been did mine. AMA. Let's see for AMA. Or for AMA. Let's see. How does AL feel about how does AL feel about AMA? How does AL feel about AMA? How does AL feel about AMA? Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe. If you like the vibes, hit the hype button. Alright, for AMA. Let's see for AMA. Hold on. Damn it, where did I go? Oh, for it. AMA. What is AL's feelings for AMA at this time? All right, there's definitely obviously there's no contact. There is a stagnant energy coming in. They're going through a lot of fights within the family members or friends. It has nothing to do with you though. I always wanted to tell the party that they might have a fight at home. It doesn't have to do with you for AM, okay? There is an energy of them fighting with the family members or friends. They do have love for you though for AM, okay? Um, there is definitely an ending of a conflict, but it has nothing to do with you though. But I do believe for Amma around 2 months to 7 months between that time frame they will come back towards you. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's move on to Queen Empress Life. Queen Empress Life, let's see. What's the energy between Queen Empress Life and Steve? All right, for Queen Empress Life and Steve, what's your energy for Queen Empress Life and Steve? All right, for Queen Empress Life, your energy with Steve is they are a little bit slow moving, they are a little bit immature. All right, they are going through some sort of anxiety or depression. They need some rest at this time for Queen Empress Life. Okay, there is an energy of a loss of friendship or a broken family, or they felt like they end up fighting for what they want with the family and friends card in there. But they do have love for you for Queen Empress Life. That's what's coming in for you. A little bit slow moving. Water energy is slow moving. I do want to tell everybody that. Every time a water card comes out, it's slow moving, but they have love for you, okay? All right. That's what's coming in for Queen Empress Life in this summer. All right. I think somebody donated. Hold on. Hold on. Mm. Oh, Just His, Grand Rising Just His. All right. What's new coming in for Just His? What's new coming in for Just His 3? What is new coming in for Just His 3? Let's see. What's coming in for Just His 3? All right. If you like the vibe, subscribe, share to the live stream. All right. Thank you, everybody who's joining me today. I do appreciate it. All right. Now for Just His 3. What's new coming in for Just His 3? Let's see. All right. For Just His 3. All right, what's new coming in for you very soon? You have a good nose for business. You might want to start a business very soon. If you have not, just his 3, you might want to look into opening up a business. It could be an online business. It could be a passion project working with other people. That's what's coming in. All right. There is an energy of passionate energy too. You are going to be in the limelight. You are going to be popular at this time for whatever talent or creative venture you're doing. All right. There is an energy of being attractive for other people. A lot of people are attracted to you at this time. A lot of people are going to want to work with you for just his 3. Just his 3. That's what's coming in for you right now. You are very charismatic. Your home and family life is going to be abundant. Okay. I do want to forewarn just his 3 though. There is jealousy energy coming in for you. Some people are jealous of the way you do things. Some people are jealous of the way you're balancing your life. Some people are jealous of the recognition that you are going to be getting very soon for just history. I do want to forewarn you that every time I do a reading for people, I always try to get the positive of a reading. Even if a reading seems negative, I always try to make it a positive. But that's what's coming in for just history. Be careful. There is a jealous energy coming in for you. You are releasing any heartbreak or any you are releasing any negative energy or any energy that you felt heartbroken to. It don't have to be a heartbreak relationship, but it could be a heartbreak in general. But you are going to be going through a healing period at this time. Okay. All right. That's coming up for Justice 3. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, Justice 3. Okay. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Okay, let me see who else. Soul Child. After Soul Child, I will have to go back to Moon. I think it was Moon. All right. If you like the vibe, subscribe, share the live stream. Okay, I do free readings almost every day. Unless I'm not on, I will let the community know. All right. For Soul Child 007. For Soul Child 007. How is Stacy feeling about you at this time? They are gonna have to make a difficult choice. I don't know if Stacy is a friend or a family member or whatever. I do sense an energy of they do have to make a difficult choice between you and another person to come back towards you. All right. They missed out on an opportunity with working with you or something like that for Stacy. They felt like they missed out on an opportunity to gain some sort of friendship or rebuilding the relationship with you for Soul Child 007. That's what's coming in for Soul Child 007. Okay. They are a little bit imbalanced right now for Soul Child 007. All right. So there is an energy for them to come towards you very soon for Soul Child 007, but they do want to apologize to whatever didn't work out between you two. Okay. All right. That's what's coming in for Soul Child 007. All right. Thank you for the donation. I got to go back to Moon real quick. All right. Let's see for Moon. Thank you, everybody who's being patient. I always like to tell people as a disclaimer, my live stream has been very popular, okay? So I can't help the fact that there's way too many people on my live stream, so please be patient with me, all right? I usually do try to stay on for at least 2 hours or so to try to get everyone's readings, okay? All right. Um, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the 2 free readings do give me anxiety because it gets too much sometimes. Um, but the 1 free reading ones, it makes it go by so much quicker. Um, but I try to do these for you guys because you guys asked for the 2 free readings. All right, let's see. Otherwise, if you ask me if I like to do the 2 free readings, I don't. But I do it for you guys because I feel like you guys need it. But if you're asking me if I like to do it, no, I don't. All right, for Samina Mekik. All right. What is Harris energies towards Samina Mekik? If your if your if your question got deleted, please do ask again because YouTube is starting to delete people's questions again. It's moving up. I cannot see the chat. I'm on my phone. I'm not on my laptop. All right, for Samina Mekik, there is gonna be a happy home coming in for you very soon. A happy home. There's also for Samina Mekik, you have a lot of choices within love and career. A new opportunity is gonna come in for love for Samina Mekik very soon. Okay, so your person that you're asking about is gonna want to come towards you. All right, here it goes again. All right, for if I don't see your question, just ask again, okay? Because YouTube, I cannot move up for the question. All right, Tisha Sunshine. All right, will the egg smash ritual? Will the egg smash ritual be effective for Tisha Sunshine? Yes, Tisha Sunshine, the egg smash ritual will be good for Tisha Sunshine, okay? Now for your second question. When I do L's, will that be as well? Wait, when I do L's, yes. Your ritual will work out for sure. Be careful with doing rituals though, because you don't want the negativity to be stuck on you. For Tisha Sunshine, all right. Shreya Penguin. Does your person even love you for Shreya Penguin? I may have missed your first question, so be mindful of that for Shreya Penguin because YouTube is moving up. All right, for Shreya Penguin. Yes, your person does love you for Shreya Penguin. All right. All right, that's for Shreya Penguin. That's what's coming in. Rachel Trackstar. What is the future of Rachel Trackstar in the Capricorn? All right. For Rachel Trackstar, what is the future of Rachel Trackstar in Capricorn? So they are going to come towards you in the future for Rachel Trackstar. There is an energy of them coming towards you very soon for Rachel Trackstar, but they're focusing on the abundance right now for Rachel Trackstar. Okay, I am going to try to do these rings quickly so I can get to everybody. Okay, Janny Vic, what's coming in for Janny Vic? What's coming in for Janny Vic? What's coming in for Janny Vic? What's coming in for Janny? All right, for Janny Vic, what's coming in for Janny Vic? Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor for Janny Wick. Love is also coming in for Janny Wick, all right? Emotional energy is also coming in for Janny Wick. That's what's coming in very soon, okay? That's coming in for Janny Vick. Like I said, if I do miss your reading, just ask again. I cannot scroll up to the questions on my phone, okay? All right, for Sachin, damn it. Yo, these things are freaking crazy. That's the reason why I don't like to do 2 free readings, because I can't get to everybody on time. Chelsea Daly. For Chelsea Daly, will you be victorious over your enemies? Will you be victorious over your enemies for Chelsea Daly? For Chelsea Daly, will you be victorious over your enemies for Chelsea Daly? Let's see. Please do like, share, subscribe, hype the video. All right. For Chelsea Daly, will you be there is stagnant energy for Chelsea Daly at this time. For Chelsea Daly, there is a stagnant energy coming in for Chelsea Daly, but you are protected for sure for Chelsea Daly. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see. Star. For Star. For Star. All right. For Star. Your energy for Star. What are the details of your next man? You will meet them between one year, 1 year to 3 years. You are going to meet your person for Star. I do want to tell you that your person likes business. They like to travel for Star. They like to travel, business, very business oriented. You might already know them too. They might want to apologize to you very soon. If that's not the case, someone new is coming in. There is an energy of a past person though for Star. I don't know why, but they're very shy. They can also be very insecure for Star. All right. They might be going through a lot of issues within the family members before they come towards you for Star. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Remember, guys, I do not have the energy to repeat myself today, so be mindful. Try to be present for your questions. Also, if I do miss out on your question, I apologize, but it's not my fault that the live stream is moving on quickly. It's not my fault. I can't do nothing about it. So don't shoot the messenger, shoot YouTube. It has nothing to do with me. All right. Now for Priyanka, should you get into the occult? I don't know why I don't like that word. I do not like that word occult. I don't like that word occult at all. That word is very fishy to me. It sounds like the Illuminati. You could say, am I for Priyanka? I mean, you could definitely get into magic. Yeah, say magic. You can definitely get into magic. I don't know why I don't like that word. It's just, I don't know. It seems fishy to me. I hate that word. All right. Is Amon missing Priyanka? I hate that word. I don't know why. All right. For Amon, do they miss you? Okay. They're more selfish within the energy at this time for Priyanka, so they're not gonna come towards you at this time. All right. All right. All right. Samadhi. Can I get a career for Samadhi? Can I get a career guidance for Samadhi? It sounds like the freaking Illuminati. I just hate that damn word. All right, for Samadhi, what's coming in for Samadhi? All right, for Samadhi. All right, for Samadhi. Your career guidance for Samadhi is keep working hard for what you want. It's coming in for you very soon for Samadhi. Okay. All right. Olympia. Let's see. Damn it. See, these questions are getting deleted again. All right. That's the reason why I hate freaking doing 2 free readings, because I cannot push back up on my phone. I can't see the readings. I can't. For Crystal Ray, if you guys have a question and I missed out on your reading, just ask again. Okay, guys? It's not my fault that YouTube is pushing people's live stream up. I can't see it. All right. For Hana Beauty. All right, Hana Beauty, your future person is gonna be somebody that's gonna work on the success to come towards you. Money is also coming in for See, now I forgot who I read for because this motherfucking YouTube is deleting shit. All right, let me move on. Just ask your question again. Whoever I couldn't read for. All right. The wise one up here. Let's see. I think YouTube's probably hating on me right now because I'm talking shit. Hey Samadhi 143. Can you ask your question again for Samadhi 143? All right. Rev phase. For Rev phase, will you get subscribers on making subliminals on YouTube channel? Okay. For Rev faves, I definitely could see that you can definitely do a subliminal for sure for your YouTube channel. You can definitely get new subscribers for that. All right. I feel like you can do subliminal websites because or subliminal YouTube channel because a lot of people do like listening to subliminals. All right, and I do want to tell you that. All right, if I do miss your question, just try to type it again. I do apologize. I can't always get to everybody. I try to. YouTube is pissing me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie to you because I cannot read shit after this shit deleted my. All right, let's see. For real, call the damn cops. All right, let's see. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's see. Political uprising USA. Can I get a general ring for political uprising USA? Can I get a general run for political uprising USA? Let's see. Oh. Guys, I'm not sick. I just got a cough. Itchy throat. All right, for political uprising USA. Your general reading is you're not gonna fight anymore for political uprising USA. All right, there might be a competition energy for political uprising USA, but there is communication coming in for political uprising USA very soon. All right, so do be mindful of that situation. There is people that want to compete with you at this time. All right, for political uprising USA. You are very smart. You are very bold. You are very direct. You can go back to school if you wanted to for political uprising USA. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me move down real quick. What are good things coming in for Rania? What is good things coming in for Rania? Like I said, if I do miss your question, I apologize. Just ask it again. All right. I am on my phone. Sometimes I cannot scroll up to the questions that I need to because they kind of just block me off from seeing the old questions. All right, for Rania. What are the good stuff coming in for Rania? All right, for Ronnie, what is the good stuff coming in for Ronnie? Money is coming in for you very soon. You are going to be recognized in your job for Ronnie. Definitely, you are going to be recognized for your job for Ronnie very soon. There is a recognition quality coming in. Your hard work is going to pay off for Ronnie. All right, all right. Please do like, share, subscribe. All right. Lovely, lovely, love, lovely, lovely, love. What is going to evolve with lovely, lovely, love and an old friend? For lovely, lovely, love. What's coming in for lovely, lovely, love? All right, for lovely, lovely, love. What's coming in for lovely, lovely, love at this time? Okay, your old friend and you are definitely becoming more for lovely, lovely, love. All right, they do have an addiction quality towards you. They are codependent with you for lovely, lovely, love. Okay, well, SW and if SW and you spend time together, how will it go? Okay, there's definitely a new journey coming in for lovely, lovely, love. If SW and you spend more time together, it's gonna take a better approach. There is gonna be a more abundant situation coming in for SW and lovely, lovely, love. Okay, all right, all right. Let's see. I am Coach Collins mod. All right, for I am Coach Collins mod. Let's see. Well, the cleanses you do for I am closing. All right, for I'm Coach Collins mod. I am Coach Collins mod. I am Coach Collins mod. All right, for I'm Coach Collins mod, you said, well, the cleanses you do work out. Yes, it will work out. For I am Coach Collins mod, the cleanses that you do will work out. And then, will your mental health heal this year? All right, for I am Coach Collins mod, your mental health would definitely heal this year. By the end of this year, for I am Coach Collins mod, your mental health would definitely heal this year. You are gonna go through a lot of abundance with money. For I am Coach Collins mod, okay? All right. All right. Let's see. You're welcome, Justice. All right. All right, Shirley Medora. All right, can I get a general read for Shirley Medora? Can I get a general read for Shirley Medora, okay? Can I get a general read for Shirley Medora? Can I get one more card for Shirley Medora, please? And thank you, Spirit. Can I get a general read for Shirley Medora, please? And thank you, Spirit. The two cards fell up. Okay, those two fell on the floor. All right, for Shirley Medora. Your general reading is for Shirley Medora. What came in for you? You are the star card, so you are an inspiration. You are abundant for Shirley Medora. Okay, there is a renewal energy coming in. Somebody feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you for Shirley Medora. So there is an apology coming in for you very soon for Shirley Medora. All right, your energy is very inspirational, very hopeful. So someone's gonna want to come towards your energy very soon. There is a newfound wisdom coming in for Shirley Medora. All right, so that's what's coming in for Shirley Medora. Okay, let's see. Star Jackson. All right, for Star Jackson, what's coming in for Star Jackson? Who will you be with for Star Jackson? Who will you be with for Star Jackson? Let's see. Who will you be with for Star Jackson? Let's see. So, okay, hold on. All right, for Star Jackson, you could definitely be with a Pisces, Taurus, or Cancer. You're gonna be with someone that's very successful. You are gonna be with someone that's very hardworking. You can be with somebody that can get frustrated easily if they don't get what they want on time. So do be mindful of the situation for Star Jackson. All right. For Star Jackson, will you be living with somebody else next year for Star Jackson? Yes, you will be. For Star Jackson, you would definitely live with someone else the next year. There is a balancing energy. There is a community energy too. I'm not sure if you're gonna find a roommate or if you're gonna find a boyfriend. I don't know, but there is an energy of you living with somebody else next year, okay? All right, let's see. All right, thank you, Nancy. All right, if I do miss your question, just ask again. All right, Red Faves. Let's see, Red Faves. All right, can I get two more cards for Red Faves? Can I get two more cards for Red Faves? All right, for Red Faves, what's coming in for Red Faves? All right, for Red Faves, what's coming in for you very soon? Are they trying to bring you down? I do believe that they are jealous for Red Faves. Some of your family members are jealous of you for Red Faves. There is a competition energy coming in. I'm not lying to you. You got the Five of Wands, so there is a competition energy coming in. All right, but it doesn't matter how people see you because that's your success. It is what it is. All right, you can't stop people from thinking what they want to think because let me tell you, I have people that are jealous of my success too, but I can't stop them from feeling the way they do. That's not my problem. But for Red Faves, it's not your problem if they're jealous of you. They are competing with you, but they can't be on your level. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? For Red Faves. Just know that. All right, for Radharani. For Radharani. Are you spiritually awakened for Radharani? All right, there is a magician card coming in for Radharani, so there is a spiritually awakened energy coming in for Radharani very soon. Okay, so yes, you are spiritually awakened, or you're gonna be going through a spiritual awakening very soon. All right, now can you be a neurosurgeon for Radharani? Can you be a neurosurgeon for Radharani? Let's see. All right, for Radharani, um, you can definitely become a neurosurgeon. All right. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but you are definitely going to be a neurosurgeon. Okay. For Radharani. A wish fulfillment is coming in for you very soon. Money abundance is coming in for you very soon. Okay. All right. If you like the vibes, like, share, subscribe, hit the hype button. All right. Please do support the channel. I can't continue these free readings unless I'm getting the support that I need. All right. For Namra Allen, let's see. Will Jamil ever ask for Namra for a marriage? Let's see for Namra Allen. What's coming in for Namra Allen? Let's see. What's coming in for Namra Allen? Let's see. All right, for Namra Allen. All right, for Namra Allen, let's see. Will Jamil ever ask for a marriage for Namra Allen? Okay, they're not going to ask you for a marriage right now, per se, but they are going to feel like they're going to miss out on an opportunity for Namra Allen. So between 1 to 4 years, they are going to ask you for a marriage, okay? All right? All right, let's see. Second question. What is Atif's current thoughts of Namra Allen? What is Atif's thoughts of Namra Allen? What is Atif's thoughts of Namra Allen? Let's see. Alright, for Namra Allen, what is Atif's thoughts of Namra Allen? Okay, they do want to have a happy home with you. There is an abundance coming in for Namra Allen. Alright. Money goals are coming in for Namra Allen as well. So there is an abundance of money coming in at the same time as love. You might want to start a passion project with your person. They might want to work with you on some sort of business in the future, but love is definitely coming in for you very soon. Alright. Alright, let's see. Rafia Saeed. Rafia Saeed. Rafia Saeed. All right. When will your husband's financial situation be over? For Rafia Saeed. For Rafia Saeed. When will your financial situation be over? For Rafia Saeed. All right. All right. For Rafia Saeed, when will your husband's financial situation be over? It will be over between 1 to 3 years. Okay, so we'll be over between 2027, 2028, or 2029. All right, around that time frame. Okay, for Rafia Saeed, um Pavani Pavani Eluru. Let's see. All right, for Pavani Eluru, can I get a job and career reading for Pavani Eluru? Pavani Eluru. Let's see. All right, for Pavani Eluru, you are going to find balance at your job for Pavani Eluru 1334. You are going to find balance in your energy at work, all right? You might end up working at a bank, or you might end up working at a job handling money. You might become a businessman for businessman or businesswoman for Pavani Eluru 1334. There is an energy of balancing your energy. A lot of money is going to come in for you very soon for Pavani Eluru, okay? All right. There is an abundance coming in for sure for Pavani Eluru for your career. Now for your love reading. For your love reading for Pavani Eluru, when are you going to meet the love of your life? When are you going to meet the love of your life for Pavani Eluru? Let's see. All right, for Pavani Eluru. When are you going to meet your soulmate for Pavani Eluru 1334? You are going to meet them at least 6 months to 1 year. You are going to meet them. In 6 months to the year 2027, Pavani Eluru, you are going to meet the love of your life, your soulmate, okay? All right, that's what's coming in for Pavani Eluru 1334. If you like the vibe, subscribe, share the live stream, okay? All right, let's see. All right, Prakashna. Prakashna? All right, for Prakashna. Which one will be your biggest challenge for Prakashna? Which one would be your biggest challenge for Prakashna? For Prakashna, which subject will be your biggest challenge for Prakashna? All right, I'm not sure in my next live stream if I'm going to do 2 free readings. I'm not sure. We'll see how this live stream go because I didn't like the fact that YouTube started pushing up my live chat and kept deleting all the old ones so I couldn't see. For Prakashna, which one is going to be a problem for you for Prakashna? I do believe that chemistry is going to be your toughest subject. For Prakashna, chemistry is going to be your toughest subject. You got the devil card. The rest, you got the world, and then you also got the strength card. So on physics and biology comes easy for you. Chemistry might be a little bit hard, but you're going to pass it. All right? All right, for Prakashna. Will you score in a good 12 board? Will you score in a good 12 board? Let's see. For Prakashna? For Prakashna, when will you score a good board? Oh, well, you score a good board. Okay. All right. You are very passionate. You are obsessed with your grades. So I do believe that you will be successful. You got the wish fulfillment card. All right, Prakashna, you'll be fine. All right. All right, for Priya. Let's see for Priya. For Priya. When will you get rid of black magic for Priya? Every time I do a reading about black magic, it makes me cringe. Like, ugh, like how do people do shit like that? For Priya, when are you going to? So, for Priya, I do believe that you are going to get rid of this magic in the year 2027. Okay, for Priya, you are going to get rid of this magic in the year 2027. Okay, all right. Now, are you going to get married for Priya? 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 Let's see. I think someone from your past wants to marry you, like an ex-lover or ex-friend. For Priya, someone from your past wants to marry you. Can I get one more card for Priya? Oh, all these cards came up. Yeah, someone from your past wants to marry Priya. All right, in the future, there is someone from your past. It could be an old friend, an old flame. That's what's coming in. Okay. All right. Shirley Silver Fox. Shirley Silver Fox. All right, for Shirley Silver Fox, let's see. Will you get a good reply from a local member of the parliament for Shirley Silver Fox? Yes. Yep, you will be. For Shirley Silver Fox, you will get a good reply from a local member from the parliament. There is a lot of money coming in. All right. They do want to apologize. There is a lot of choices that you need to make for Shirley Silver Fox. There is a situation between two different members of the parliament for Shirley Silver Fox, okay? So there is either one of them is going to reply to you very soon. There's two of them that's coming in for Shirley Silver Fox for a local member of the parliament, okay? All right? All right, 05 Rahul. 05 Rahul. If you like the vibe, subscribe, share to the live stream, hit the hype button. All right, for 05 Rahul. 05 Rahul. Does Amita's emotional breakdown cause of awakening truth? Okay, yes, they feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you. For 05 Rahul, they do want to apologize to you very soon for 05 Rahul, okay? So they do want to apologize to you very soon for 05 Rahul, okay? They felt like they missed out on an opportunity to come towards you. They're also addicted to maybe alcohol. There is some sort of form of addiction for 05 Rahul. So be mindful of that, okay? All right, for Sean. For Sean, will you get a government job? For Sean, will you get a government job? Have faith, have patience. You will get a government job. You got the justice card. So this reminds me of a government job. This reminds me of a government job. Truth and clarity for Sean. All right? People are going to respect you. People are going to recognize you. All right, yes, Sean, you are going to clear your exams. You are going to get a government job, okay? All right, for Sean. All right. All right, let's see. All right. All right. You're welcome, Justice. All right, Shirley Silverfox, this is your second question. For Shirley Silverfox, this is your second question. Let's see. Will your landlord allow you to take cats? Okay. Um, they will allow you to take your cats with you, but there is a form of payment that you need to do for Shirley Silverfox. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a form of payment coming in that you need to do to take your cats with you. Okay? Because some landlords won't take a pet unless you pay them extra money. All right? That's what's coming in for Shirley Silverfox. Okay? All right? All right, let's see. Hey, a love and grace. How you doing, a love and grace? All right. All right. Why didn't? All right, for a love and grace. For a love and grace. All right, for a love and grace. Let's see. For a love and grace. What didn't S want P? All right, for a love and grace. What didn't S want P to know about him when he was looking at the money in her business? For a love and grace. Okay, for a love and grace, there is an energy of having a lot of opportunities coming in for a love and grace. S don't want P to know that they're going through a lot of choices within their career or love life. There is an energy of them having a lot of choices within love and career for a love and grace. Okay, all right. Also, this person might also be cheating the system. There is a cheating system coming in. They might be cheating the system or they're cheating on somebody. So be forewarned for a love and grace. All right. There are negative energies surrounding this situation. All right. They're not trying to tell S is not trying to tell P that there is an abundance of love and career coming in for them. And there is something about cheating the system or cheating on a person coming in as well for a love and grace. All right. There might be an immature energy or indecisiveness for a love and grace. That's what's coming in. For the situation between S and P. All right. That's the cards that came in. All right. Yeah. It was something with business. Cheating on somebody, something dark coming in, using someone for money, lying. That's what's coming in for a love and grace. Sonali. I do apologize for the people who sent money. I couldn't get down because way too much going on. All right, for Sonali, what is Nishan's current feelings for Sonali? All right, there's way too many people on my live stream. I'm sorry, but way too many people at times. So please be patient with me. All right, please be patient with me. I am trying to get everyone on the live stream. I can't always do that, but I try my best. Um, I don't know if my next live stream, if I'm gonna do two free questions again, only because this live stream has been very chaotic for me, and I do need to preserve my energy. So I'm gonna see how I feel within a couple hours if I'm gonna do two free readings or not. So be mindful of that because there's way too much going on in this live stream. Okay, all right. For Sonali, Nishan's current feelings for you right now is there is an energy of Nishant wanting to come towards you very soon. They want to provide you with some sort of abundance, okay? Um, there is some sort of indifference energy coming in for Nishant, all right? And they are going through a trouble or a problem with love right now. They're very pessimistic about love at this time. They need some rest. There is an inequality or not an energy of an equal give and take within relationships. So they are being stern, they are building a lot of wall right now for Sonali, but they do want you though for Sonali, okay? All right, that's for Sonali. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, for Rania. All right, I do believe this is your second question, right, Rania? All right, for Rania. Rania, can you trust your best friend? Not really. No. You can't really trust your best friend. I don't know who your best friend is for Rania, but there is an energy of envy or jealousy in there, especially with the devil card. That's what's coming in for Rania. I do want to forewarn you with that. All right. I am not going to sugarcoat my readings. Even if these readings are free, I don't sugarcoat anything that comes out of my readings. Okay. Let's see for Rania. All right. What are good things coming in for Rania? What are good things coming in for Rania? Wish fulfillment and love is coming in for Rania. Love is coming in for Rania very soon. Wish fulfillment is coming in for Rania. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hey, Quantum Shiva. All right. Can somebody, okay, this person, I'm not going to lie to you. Can somebody tell Moon that they could ask the question again? Can one of my moderators tell Moon to ask the question again? I already told us from the jump. If I miss your question, it has nothing to do with me. I cannot go back on the live stream. I can't see what's up above. YouTube don't let you see anything else when they move it. So can somebody at Moon, please, and thank you. I'm not gonna lie to you. This person is a little bit. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm just gonna be nice because some people don't get it. All right. You're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't. You're damn if you're nice and you're damn if you're mean. It doesn't even matter. Like it's damn if you do it and damn if you don't. It's crazy. Like you cannot please everybody. And it's kind of sad to say. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, damn if you whatever the fuck is going on. All right, for Quantum Shiva. Let's see. Can I get a general reading for Quantum Shiva? Can I get a general reading for Quantum Shiva? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do two free readings on the next live stream. I'm sorry. The energy is too much for me today. Everybody is complaining about their questions getting skipped, and everyone's complaining about this, and that. And it's way too much for one person doing free readings. Okay, so I do not think I'm gonna do two free readings my next live stream. I'm sorry, but some of you guys don't get it. They don't get it, and I'm just gonna say how it is. And whatever, people are gonna be mad at you. Then be mad. Be mad. I don't really care. For Quantum Shiva. All right. Can I get a general reading for Quantum Shiva? All right, so your finances will be good. For Quantum Shiva, your finances will be good very soon for Quantum Shiva, okay? All right? Someone felt like they missed out on an opportunity to come towards you for Quantum Shiva, okay? So there is an energy of someone missing out on an opportunity with you for Quantum Shiva. So there is going to be apology coming in for Quantum Shiva very soon, okay? Someone is jealous of you having attention for other people or getting attention from other people for Quantum Shiva, okay? But there is a lot of money coming in for Quantum Shiva very soon. All right. You are going to be recognized in your job for Quantum Shiva, okay? All right. You are going to be recognized in your job for Quantum Shiva. All right. That's what's coming in for Quantum Shiva. All right. Dolce Bella Luna. For Dolce Bella Luna, let's see. Will you be in for Dolce Bella Luna? All right. For Dolce Bella Luna, will you be in a long-term committed relationship? Yes. In 7 months or 1 year for Dolce Bella Luna, you are going to be in a committed relationship for Dolce Bella Luna. Within 7 months or 1 year, you will be in a committed relationship for Dolce Bella Luna, okay? All right, there's your question, Moon. All you had to do was ask your question again for Moon. All right, for Moon. Will you get a love confession very soon for Moon? Will you get a love confession from Moon? All right. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. All right. All right. I do need the support. If you guys want me to continue these free readings, I do need the support to keep going. Okay. All right. These free readings are not easy to do. I do want to tell everybody that these free readings are not easy to do. So for me to give my time up for everybody else, make sure you guys are giving an equal exchange of positive energy. Okay. These readings are not easy to do. I just want to tell people that. All right. Um, it can also take time from my own personal life as well. So be mindful of that. All right. For Moon, will you get a love confession very soon? For Moon. All right. Um, you do have a lot of choices within love and career. From Moon, there is a lot of choices coming in for you very soon. From Moon, there might be more than one person that has a crush on you coming in for you very soon. From Moon, okay? All right. Now, should you contact or just wait for Moon? Should you contact or just wait for Moon? Let's see. Should you contact or wait for just for Moon? All right. All right. Can I get one more card for Moon? Can I get one more card for Moon, please? And thank you, Spirit. Can I get one more card for Moon? I will end this live stream at 12 p.m. Eastern. All right, for Moon. All right, for Moon. Should you contact them or should you wait? It doesn't hurt to contact them. You should contact them just to see how they feel because you do got a lot of cards upright. The Chariot upright. The Three of Pentacles upright. All right. Yes, you can definitely contact them for Moon. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. Quantum. All right. I already did a ring for Sonali. I already did a ring for Sonali. I already did a ring for Sonali. I already said that there is somebody that's gonna come back towards you for Sonali, reconciliation, money as well. Hold on. All right, Simran. Let's see. I'm gonna do a ring for career guy by Simran and then Ivana Gonkin. Ivana Gonkin. Okay. Career guide by Simran and then Ivana Gonkin. Let's see. What's coming up next for Simran? Love and passionate energy is going to come in for Career Guide by Simran very soon. For Career Guide by Simran, love and prosperity is going to come in for Career Guide by Simran very soon. Okay? You are going to get a lot of justice. Clarity is coming in for Career Guide by Simran very soon. All right. There is an energy of maybe an addiction. So be careful with overeating or over drinking. All right, for Career Guide by Simran. But truth and clarity is going to come in for you very soon. Love is coming in for Career Guide by Simran very soon. Okay. All right. What is Aman's current feelings for Simran? What is Aman's current feelings for Simran at this time? All right. What is Aman's current feelings for Simran at this time? All right, let's see. All right, for Aman. For Aman, what is Aman's current feelings for Simran at this time? So there is a competition for the attention towards you for Career Guide by Simran. There is an attention energy coming in for you at this time for Career Guide by Simran, okay? The Sun card is saying that Aman is going to come towards Simran very soon, okay? All right? So that's what's coming in. All right, Ivana, are you going to be Ivana Gonkin? Yes, Ivana Gonkin, you can get a yes or no reading. All right. Make sure you ask your question. Let's see. All right, Michelle Morin. Michelle Morin, let's see. Can I get a general career and study for Michelle Morin? All right, for Michelle Morin, your general reading for your career and study. Okay, there is a setback for some reason about your career and study. All right, make sure you take breaks while studying. You don't want to overwork yourself or overcrowd your thoughts. For Michelle Morin, there is a stagnant energy with your career and studying. Make sure you take a break every now and then. Okay, all right. And then can I get a general reading for Michelle Morin about career and study? Oh, any work coming in for Michelle Morin? Is any work coming in for Michelle Morin at this time? Let's see. All right, for Michelle Morin, let's see. Is any work coming in for Michelle Morin very soon? All right, for Michelle Morin. Any new work coming in for Michelle Morin? Yes. So I do believe in 2 months or so there is new work coming in for Michelle Morin. In 2 months or so, there is new work coming in for Michelle Morin. Okay. All right. So please be patient. You are gonna get a new thing. All right. I already gave a reading for Sonali. Nishant is gonna want to come towards you, but he does need to balance his energy, okay? For Sonali, okay? Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. For Ivana Gonkin, how is your Saturday night going to go for Ivana Gonkin? Alright, for Ivana Gonkin. For Ivana Gonkin. Alright, for Ivana Gonkin, how will your Saturday go? Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. So Ivana Gonkin, I do believe that your Saturday night is gonna go really well. It's gonna go in your favor because you got the Wheel of Fortune for Ivana Gonkin. Okay, all right. And he said, I'm meeting up with family and friends in the gathering, and I have a feeling it's not going to go well for me. For Ivana Gonkin, so the situation is you got the Wheel of Fortune. So I do believe that it might start a little bit rough at first for Ivana Gonkin for Saturday night, but it is gonna get better because you got the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor for Ivana Gonkin, okay? When it first happened or when the party starts, it might be a little bit rocky at first for Ivana Gonkin. And then as the night progresses, it's gonna get better for Ivana Gonkin, okay? That's what's coming in for Ivana Gonkin, all right? 7945. All right, Aries spiritual guidance. All right, for Aries spiritual guidance. For Aries spiritual guidance, let's see. What was Aries spiritual guidance question? I didn't see a second one. For Aries spiritual guidance, money's gonna come in for you very soon. For Aries spiritual guidance, money's gonna come in for you very soon. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor for Aries spiritual guidance. All right, there is an energy of imbalanced energy, all right, around money right now for Aries spiritual guidance. But money is definitely going to come in for you very soon. Your hard work is going to pay off. You got the King of Pentacles, so that means your hard work is going to pay off. All right. I don't know why I didn't see your second question. You said that you're gonna post it, but I didn't see it. But for your general reading for Aries spiritual guidance, money is gonna come in for you very soon. All right. I did a reading for Quantum Shiva too. Your finances is gonna get better very soon for for your finances. It's gonna get better. There might be a little bit bumps on the road for Quantum Shiva. There might be a little bit unbalanced energy at first, but it will get better very soon for your finances for Quantum Shiva. I already did your reading as well. I already did a reading for Sonali as well too. Let's see. All right, Yadi Kabatra. All right, for Yadi Kabatra. What is Zubin's feelings for Yadi Kabatra? What are true feelings of Yadi Kabatra at this time? All right. What are Zubin's current feelings for Yadi Kabatra at this time? All right. All right. For Yadi Kabatra, they are balancing the energy to come towards you very soon. All right. There might be a little bit of a stagnant energy coming in, so they are a little bit imbalanced right now. But they are insecure about the money to come towards you at this time. But there is a new energy of them to come towards you very soon for Yadi Kabatra. Okay. All right. Is he ignoring you for Yadi Kabatra? All right, is he ignoring you for Yadi Kabatra? Is he ignoring you for Yadi Kabatra? All right, he's definitely ignoring you because of money issues right now. There's a lot of money issues. There's a lot of imbalanced energy right now for Yadi Kabatra. All right, he is still obsessed with you. There is passionate energy towards you for Yadi Kabatra. He likes your morals. He likes your values. He likes your standards. He does respect you, but there is an energy of imbalanced energy. Okay, for Yadi Kabatra, for this person and not you. They are a little bit imbalanced, not you. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm just reading these in order. Hey, fashionista, thank God you came on this live stream. This live stream was very chaotic. It's been very chaotic for me this morning's been very chaotic. Thank God that you came on because people were all over the place today. All right, Avalon the Virgo. Has our practice how has our practice process why I keep saying practice? All right, Avalon the Virgo. Why has our process you walking away for Avalon the Virgo? Have he processed? No, he have not processed it. For Avalon the Virgo, all your cards came in reverse. For Avalon the Virgo, R has not processed you going away just yet. All right. Does he see it as a goodbye forever? Does he see it as a goodbye forever? Does he see it as a goodbye forever? So there is going to be a celebration coming in very soon for Avalon the Virgo. So he does not see it as a goodbye forever for Avalon the Virgo. He still wants to celebrate with you. He still have passionate energy towards you for Avalon the Virgo. So no, the energy is still there. He's not saying goodbye forever. Okay. All right. All right. Can I get a general reading for Shirley Medora for her second question? Can I get a general reading for Shirley Medora for your second question? All right. All right, for Shirley Medora, what is your general reading? All right, so you might be traveling very soon, or your business is gonna go really well for Shirley Medora very soon. Okay, you're putting on a lot of hard work. You are gonna see abundance coming in for you very soon for Shirley Medora. Okay, all right, take it easy. Make sure you're taking a rest at this time because you're overworking yourself. But your business is gonna grow for Shirley Medora. Okay, all right. Hey, Nancy Bartolomeo. All right, Nancy Bartolomeo. All right, for Nancy Bartolomeo, let's see. All right, for Nancy Bartolomeo, I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher these names. Will your soulmate come towards Nancy Bartolomeo? All right, for Nancy Bartolomeo, will your soulmate come into Nancy Bartolomeo? WC1955 said YouTube says there are only 30 people watching. Honest question, how are there this many questions? Because there's two free reading questions, And then some people pay for their readings or donate for their readings. And then there's some people that are moderating. So that's why there's more than one question coming in. That's a good question though. Uh, that's a good question. Although there was only 30 people, but people asked because it was 2 free readings. That's why there's more than one question. Nancy Bartolomeo. For Nancy Bartolomeo, will you find your soulmate? Okay. Yes, you will find your soulmate in 4 months, 6 months, and 1 year. For Nancy Bartolomeo, you are gonna find your soulmate between 4 months, 6 months, and 1 year. For Nancy Bartolomeo, okay? All right. That's a funny ass question. Hey Nancy Price. I mean Susan Price, Ivana Malankov, Holly. All right, Holly. Let's see for Holly. Let's see. What are Van's thoughts? Okay, for Holly. What are Van's thoughts for Holly? What are Van's thoughts for Holly? Alright, what are Van's thoughts? Okay, Van's thoughts for Holly at this time. They are a little bit indecisive. There is money problems right now. There is an imbalance with money problems for Holly. All right, they are making plans to come towards you very soon though for Holly. Okay, so there is an imbalance within their own insecurity or indecisiveness, something with money. All right, for Holly. And then, how does he feel about your silence for Holly? How does he feel about your silence for Holly? Let's see. How does he feel about your silence for Holly? Let's see. All right, for Holly. Okay, he is a little bit upset about your silence. All right, he likes the attention that he gets from you for Holly. So he is a little bit upset for Holly, okay? There is an energy of an energy of feeling upset that you're not coming towards him at this time. So yes, he is upset about the silence towards him, okay? I already did a reading for Ivana Gonkin. I told Ivana Gonkin that the party might start off a little rocky at first, but throughout the night it will get better, okay? For Ivana Gonkin. All right, for Nancy Bartolomeo, how will your finances be this year? Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe. All right. All right, for Nancy Bartolomeo, let's see. How will your finances be this year? For Nancy Bartolomeo, let's see. All right. Your finances, you are going to new beginnings very soon for Nancy Bartolomeo. You are going to go to new beginnings very soon for Nancy Bartolomeo, okay? So I do sense an energy of you going through a new phase in your life. You might start a new career. There is a new start to something new very soon for Nancy Bartolomeo, okay? All right, there might be 2 jobs that want to fight for your attention for Nancy Bartolomeo. If you're applying for a job, there is 2 new jobs coming in for Nancy Bartolomeo very soon. All right, you will be gaining finances for what you want. Use your throat chakra is going to be opening up at this time for Nancy Bartolomeo. Okay, all right. If you want a raise or a bonus, you can also ask for that. All right, that's what's coming in for Nancy Bartolomeo. Okay. All right. For Candy. For Candy, let's see. For Candy. All right, for Candy, who is your next relationship with? It will be either a Pisces, Libra, Gemini. Pisces, Libra, or Gemini for Candy for your next relationship. All right. And then there is also they are very smart. They are also very communicative. They like to go to school. They might be in a professional field. For Candy, they are in a boss like mentality. They're very professional. For Candy, and then how will you know when you met the person? How will you know when you met the person for Candy? How will you know when you met the person for Candy? How will you know when you met the person for Candy? All right, for Candy, you will know if they're a hard worker. You will know when they're observing you from afar. You will know if they like to celebrate, like they like to party not in a bad way, but they like to party about the success. You will know if they like to talk often. There's a lot of communication. They like to talk about their ideas. That's how you're gonna know that they're your person. Okay. All right. Let's keep going down. All right, for Janice. Let's see. What's coming towards Janice in love? What's coming towards Janice in love? What's coming towards Janice in love? All right. All right, for Janice. What's coming in for Janice right now? What for love? Oh, traveling. You might start a business venture. You might find your person while traveling, a business venture. There is a new happiness coming in for Janice. So I do believe that love is definitely coming in for you very soon. You might also meet them at work as well. That's what's coming in for you. A business project or work energy is coming in for Janice for love. All right. What does S want from you in love? So he wants to communicate with you often. He likes to be around your energy, so he does like to hang out with you for Janice, okay? Focusing on his abundance to come towards you as well. Making plans is coming in for Janice, okay? All right. All right, for Catherine Izakova. Does he still care for Catherine Izakova? Does he still care for Catherine Izakova? Let's see. Does he still care for Catherine Izakova? Let's see. Yes. Catherine Izakova. He still cares. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. There's also an abundance of money coming in for Catherine Izakova very soon. So yes, your person still actually still cares. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, and there's also money coming in. So yes, Catherine Izakova. He still cares, okay? For Catherine Izakova. All right, Susan Price. Susan Price. All right. Why do your exes still want to be a part of your life for Susan Price? For Susan Price. Why does your ex still want to be a part of your life? For Susan Price. Why does your ex still want to be a part of your life for Susan Price? If you like the vibe, subscribe, share the live stream, okay? Hit the hype button. Alright, for Susan Price. For Susan Price, alright, why do they still want to be a part of your life? They're jealous. All right, they want your energy for Susan Price. They want to apologize to you. They feel like they're missing out on an opportunity for an abundant life with you for Susan Price. Okay, there is passionate energy coming in for Susan Price for sure. All right, they feel like they've been betrayed or something wasn't going right for them for Susan Price. But the reason why your exes don't want to be a part of your life is to feel like they missed out on an opportunity to have an abundant lifestyle or an abundant life with you because they're seeing that you're moving up in your life. So that's the reason why they still want to be a part of your life. And I know that that might sound a little bit negative, but some people are like that. When they see that you move on up in your life, they want to come back towards you for Susan Price, okay? Because you are moving up in your life. You are going to become very successful. But your exes want to be a part of that energy because they want to get recognition. All right, for Susan Price. Okay, Michelle. Let's see from Michelle. For Michelle. All right, please do like, share, subscribe. All right, Michelle. For Michelle, well, the Aries and I'll get karma for the witchcraft. Yes, your manifestation from your spirit guides is also gonna help you out. All right. So your manifestation from your spirit guides is gonna help you out with the witchcraft for Michelle, okay? All right. I sometimes wonder when I'm doing these live streams when my siblings are walking by, they probably question like, what the hell is he doing? For Michelle, so yes, your the energy with the witchcraft situation, your spirit guides is protecting you at this time. Your manifestation is also very powerful, okay? All right. The karma might be insignificant of money, imbalanced energy, losing a job, losing a career, losing yeah, there's a lot that has to do with money. So I do believe that they're gonna lose a job or lose a career. Nothing is going right for them. All right. So your spirit guides is protecting you at this time from Michelle. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I do these live streams, I always wonder like what is my brothers thinking of me when I do my readings. They know that I'm doing a channel, but they don't know like who I'm reading for or like what like they it's probably funny as hell when they're walking by like what the fuck is he talking about? Witchcraft and this, this, and that. Melody. Let's see. What's coming in for Melody at this time? All right. What is the Taurus next move for Melody? I am gonna end this live stream in 30 minutes. Woo! This live stream has been very chaotic. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All right. For Melody. What is the Taurus next move for Melody at this time? All right. They do want to apologize to you very soon for Melody. Okay? So Melody, the Taurus next move is they are gonna apologize to you very soon. New happiness is coming in from Melody. All right. What is the Capricorn's next move? What is the Capricorn's next move from Melody? What is the Capricorn's next move from Melody? Okay, there is an energy of communication coming in from Melody very soon. All right. But they are a little bit imbalanced within the energy. They are a little bit indecisive. But for Melody, they are going to come towards you very soon for Melody. Okay. That's what's coming in for Melody. All right. For the Capricorn. All right. For Candace, it's too cool. Candace is too cool. Let's see. Will Sunny and you ever be in a committed relationship? For Candy, it's too cool. For Candy, it's too cool. Will you guys ever be in a relationship? For Candy, it's too cool. All right, yes, you guys are definitely going to be. You guys can definitely be in a relationship between for Candace is too cool. You can definitely be in a committed relationship. All right, and is he your future husband? For Candace is too cool. I mean, do people even want to get married nowadays? Is my question. Do people want to get married nowadays? Because I noticed that a lot of people are together, but they don't always get married anymore. Only because there is a lot of situations with getting married. There's a whole expense about getting married too, like taxes and divorcing is gonna cost money, marriage is gonna cost money, um, taxes is gonna cost money. I mean, does anybody want to get married nowadays? Um, I don't know. You guys tell me. But for Candace, it's too cool. Will Sonny be a future husband? I don't. This energy about a wedding or a marriage is not coming in right now. For Candace, it's too cool. Both of your cards came in reverse. But will they be with you for a while? Yes. But I don't see any energy about marriage though. I don't know why, but that's the cards that came up for Candace. Is too cool. Okay. All right. All right. Camila. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are in relationships. They have kids, they have this, they have that, they have a home, but they're not actually married. That's a lot of people nowadays. They don't even want to bother getting married no more. They just want to buy a house, have a couple kids, be together for a while, and fuck marriage. They just don't give a shit. They just, as long as they're together, they don't need a wedding. That's what a lot of people think nowadays. For Camila. All right. What is the future of Camila and Mr. Wilson? All right, I'll take these. All right, for Camila, what is the future of Mr. Wilson and Camila? All right, victory and success is coming in. They felt like they missed out on an opportunity with you, so they are gonna come back towards you very soon. For Camila, okay? So there is an energy of them wanting to come back towards you. For Camila, all right. They felt like they missed out on an opportunity. They do want to apologize to you. All right, can I get a general reading for can I get a general reading for Camila? Can I get a general reading for Camila? Let's see. All right, for Camila. Your general reading is do not overspend on materialistic things. So don't waste your money on things that you don't need. All right. Make sure you're saving up money at this time. There is jealous people around your energy right now. So I do want to tell you that money's also coming in for you very soon for Camila. Okay. Money's coming in for you very soon for Camila. All right. All right. Let's see. Dr. Mamoon. Dr. Mamoon. Let's see. For Dr. Mamoon, is your sister interested to talk to your husband and mother? Is your sister interested in talking to your mom and husband to solve the issues? Let's see. Okay, she is definitely still angry and upset about the situation for Dr. Mamoon. She's still angry and upset about the situation, but she doesn't mind to solve the problem. Okay? All right, for Dr. Mamoon, she's still upset about the issues, but she don't mind talking about the issues with your mom and your husband. Okay, that's what's coming in for Dr. Mamoon. All right, all right. Yahuwah. All right, Yahuwah everlasting. Will you get a job at Dignity? All right, for Yahuwah everlasting. Yahuwah everlasting. Will you get a job at Dignity? For Yahuwah everlasting. Will you get a job at Dignity? For Yahuwah everlasting. Yahuwah everlasting. For Yahuwah everlasting, will you get a job at Dignity? Let's see. Will you get a job at Dignity? For Yahuwah everlasting. You can definitely get the job at Dignity. All right. But I do want to forewarn you, there is going to be some sort of negative people at the job for Yahuwah everlasting. Be mindful of that. You can definitely get the job at Dignity. I mean, you're going to bump into mean people everywhere, right? But for Yahuwah everlasting, just be mindful that there will be toxic energy at the job, okay? But you can definitely get the job at Dignity for Yahuwah everlasting, okay? All right? All right, let's see. All right, let's see. I already did a reading for Ivana Gonkin. I already told her that with the party situation with Ivana Gonkin, the party situation, right, for Ivana Gonkin. The party might start off a little rocky, but it will get better throughout the night for Ivana Gonkin. I already gave you a reading like a few times ago. All right, let's see. All right. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Crystal Kara. Crystal Kara 02. Crystal Kara 02. Let's see. For Crystal Kara 02. Crystal Kara 02. All right, what's the positive energy coming in for Crystal Kara 02? What's the positive energy coming in for Crystal Kara 02? Let's see. What are money and positive energy coming in for Crystal Kara 02? Let's see. All right, for Crystal Kara 02 for your money and success, that's coming in for you very soon. For Crystal Kara 02. These are way too many cards. All right, for Crystal Kara 02, there is going to be a dilemma that needs to be made for Crystal Kara 02. If you're applying to more than one job, there is an opportunity between two different jobs that's coming in for Crystal Kara 02, okay? All right? Because you have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. So this means that there is an opportunity with two different situations coming in for you very soon for Crystal Kara 02. You might be opening up a business. Is that what you want? You can't do that. All right. There's definitely new possibilities coming in for Crystal Kara. For a new energy coming in. For work. That's what's coming in for work. Okay. Um, there is someone that has a crush on you as well for Crystal Kara 02, but their energy is a little bit insecure, or they kind of don't want to tell you how they feel right now for Crystal Kara, but someone does have a crush on you at this time. You're going through a renewal energy. You're going to be in a resting period for Crystal Kara 02, okay? All right, that's what's coming in for Crystal Kara 02. All right, but a difficult choice or dilemma is going to be made for Crystal Care 02 between two different jobs or two different careers or two different peoples coming in. All right. But there are new possibilities coming in. Okay. All right. That's coming in for Crystal Care 02. All right. Jennifer Morales. Let's see. Why is Dion being distant? Why is Dion being distant? Why is Dion being distant? Let's see. Why is Dion being distant? Please do like, share, subscribe, help the channel out, okay? All right. Continue to push the channel forward, okay? All right, for Jennifer Morales, why is Dion being distant? Why is Dion being distant right now? Okay, they have a lot of choices within love. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a lot of women is attracted to them at this time for Jennifer Morales. Okay, so they're getting pulled between different situations for Jennifer Morales. Be mindful of that. A lot of women is attracted to them. All right. It could also be a money issue as well for Jennifer Morales. There can also be a money issue, and because a lot of women are attracted to them at this time, he might not know what attention to give. Okay, that's what's coming in. But money is also coming in for Jennifer Morales very soon. Okay, that's what's coming in for Jennifer Morales. All right, Doris Allen. For Doris Allen, let's see. For Doris Allen. Should I put E and B as my friend only? I'm not sure if his feelings. You know what's crazy? Doris Allen. I feel like E and B has a crush on you. For Doris Allen, I think E and B has a crush on you. I just want to tell you that. But they are a little bit indecisive. They are a little bit immature. They went through a heartbreak or rejection in the past. But I feel like E and B has a crush on you. All right, that's what's coming in. It's slow moving, indecisive, but they do have feelings for you. Okay, all right, all right. Let's see. Hey, Prophets Deja. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Paradise. Paradise Linguist. Damn, I haven't seen you in a while. Paradise Linguist. How you doing, Paradise Linguist? Lately, everybody's been coming back on the live stream that I haven't seen in forever. Paradise Linguist. Let's see. How does S feel about Paradise Linguist? How does S feel about Paradise Linguist? Let's see. All right. 20 minutes. My live stream will be over. All right. So be prepared for that to be cut off very soon. All right. For Paradise Linguist. How does S feel about you right now for Paradise Linguist? New beginnings are gonna come in for you very soon for Paradise Linguist. S is gonna want a new beginning with you very soon. All right. There is an energy of working within the community for Paradise Linguist. They like your positivity, they like your generosity. It's gonna come in for Paradise Linguist very soon, okay? For Paradise Linguist. All right. So S does have feelings for you. They do want to start something new with you, okay? All right, for Prophets Deja. Prophets Deja, let's see. For Prophets Deja. Will Hugo and you ever date for Prophets Deja? All right, for Prophets Deja. For Prophets Deja, will Hugo and you ever date for Prophets Deja? All right, there is a sense of competition energy coming in for Prophets Deja. I do feel like Hugo feels like they're competing with other men to come towards you at this time. There is a competition energy right now. People are competing for your energy for Prophets Deja, okay? That's what's coming in. They are passionate about you, they are obsessed with you for Prophets Deja, but they are also very stubborn. All right. They might be going through a sort of illness or sickness very soon that they do need to recover from for Prophets Deja, okay? And they're working on their abundance to come towards you for Prophets Deja, all right? I do feel there is an energy of competition though for Prophet's Deja. So Hugo feels like he's competing with other men's attention to come towards you for Prophet's Deja, okay? All right, but other than that, do they have love for you? Yes, they do. They're possessive, they're obsessed within your energy for Prophet's Deja, all right? All right, Hebal Nasir. What is coming in for Hebal Nasir? What is coming in for Hebal Nasir? What's coming in for Hebal Nasir? All right, Hebal Nasir, good news is going to come in for you very soon. For Hebal Nasir, good news is going to come in for you very soon. For Hebal Nasir, okay? So I definitely see that good news is going to come in for you very soon. All right, someone from your past is thinking happy thoughts of you at this time. Someone wants a reconciliation with you as well. It could be an ex-lover, it could be an ex-friend, an old family member. They want to come towards you. They still want to talk to you. Okay, it's coming in for you very soon for Habal Nasir. Okay, so there is definitely good news coming in for you very soon. Finding a new passion, working on your talents. All right, growth and talent is coming up for you. If you have a talent or a creative venture, work on it. Okay, all right. And someone from your past wants to come back towards you for Habal Nasir. All right. Let's see. All right, I already did a reading for Yadi Kabatra as well. Zubin is going to want to come towards you very soon as long as he balances energy, okay? All right? He's ignoring you is because he's having family problems and money problems right now for Yadi Kabatra, okay? All right, Akansha. Akansha? All right, for Akansha, let's see. Please do like, share, subscribe, share, hype the video, okay? All right, for Akansha, let's see. Will you continue your future with an NDA? Okay, you're going through a lot of anxiety right now for Akansha about your NDA situation. There's a lot of anxiety coming in. Now, can I get a guidance for Akansha and the NDA situation? All right. All right, for Akansha, let's see what's coming in for Akansha. What's coming in for Akansha? Let's see. Can I get one more card for Akansha? What does she need to know about her guidance for the NDA exam? What do you need to know right now for Akansha for the NDA exam? For the NDA exam, let's see. For Akansha. All right, continue to work hard. Be dedicated on what you're working in for Akansha. Continue to take breaks while studying for what you want. Okay, don't frustrate yourself. Don't study too much and don't study too little. Make sure you're having balance between your study time, all right? Because there is a balance coming in for you very soon for Akansha. You can definitely pass your NDA exams, but make sure you have balance on the way you study, okay? You can't always study 2 to 3 hours and have it get into your head. That's not always going to work out. Make sure you're spreading out the way you study, okay? Balance your energy to study, all right? That's coming in for Akansha. All right, let's see. All right, Crystal Kara 02. This is your second question, right? Crystal Kara 02. All right, for Crystal Kara 02, let's see. What is Kevin's feelings for Crystal Kara 02? All right, for Crystal Kara 02, what is Kevin's feelings for you right now? Okay, they are a little bit confused about the relationship for Crystal Kara 02, but they are also very insecure. It has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. They are insecure to come towards you at this time. All right. It has something to do with maybe they went through a lot of obstacles. Maybe their abundance is not coming towards them at this time. There is an imbalance within the energy to come towards you. They are very imbalanced at this time for Crystal Care 02. So they are confused about this relationship, but it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. They are very insecure. All right, so it has a problem with the obstacles within the family life, and their abundance is not well. Okay, but he does still think about you. For Crystal Care 02, he does still think about you, but he's confused about what next action to take for Crystal Care 02. Okay, that's my read for Crystal Care 02. All right, let's see. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. Bonus here. All right. Akansha. Yes, Akansha, you can continue your future tours with the guidance with the NDA. Make sure you're taking breaks while studying. Okay. All right. Roxana B. Roxana B. Let's see. How will you meet your future lover for Roxana B? For Roxanne. Oh shoot. Okay, Roxana B. All right, Roxana B. All right, for Roxana B. All right, for Roxana B, how will your future lover be like for Roxana B? Okay, your future person can be very spiritual for Roxana B. They might believe in a religion or they just like to be around nature for Roxana B. They went through a lot of issues in the past with friendship and relationships, all right? They get tired really quickly because they are an empath, so they do get a lot of other people's energy. They like to help other people for Roxana B. That's your future person for Roxana B, okay? Well, Mrs. Radhika introduced you to him for Roxana B. For Roxana B. For Roxana B. Let's see, for Roxana B. Let's see. For Roxana B. Let's see. Yes, Mrs. Radhika is going to introduce you to him. You got the World card and the Queen of Pentacles. So, yes, Mrs. Radhika is going to introduce you to him, okay? All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Elaine Mile. All right, Elaine Mile 962. Elaine Mile 962. Elaine Mile 962. Okay, Elaine Mile 962. What's coming in for Elaine Miles 962? All right, for Elaine Mile 962. You are rushing a situation very soon for lane mile 962. You do have an impulsive energy towards you right now. You are gonna work on your passion projects. You are gonna be very successful for a lane mile 962. I do want to forewarn you for a lane mile 962. Be careful with negative and betrayal energy. Other than that, you are very ambitious. You might start a business very soon, or you might want to work with other people. A lot of people are going to recognize you. There's going to be a lot of recognition for Elaine Mile 962. All right. You do have young and bright quality towards you. You are very passionate. You're very fiery. You're very energetic. You like to try new things. There is an abundance with trying new things and taking a risk for you for Elaine Mile 962. Okay. So that is your general reading. Please do like, share, subscribe. All right, Aries spiritual guidance. All right, for Aries spiritual guidance, let's see. For Aries spiritual guidance. For Aries spiritual guidance, let's see. For Aries spiritual guidance, let's see. For Aries spiritual guidance, did your partner really spend a night at the brother's house? Okay, for Aries spiritual guidance, yes, I do believe that he spent the night at his brother's house. Okay. Now for your second question. Can you trust that he's faithful for Aries spiritual guidance? Can you trust that he's faithful for Aries spiritual guidance? You can trust that he's faithful, but he's very indecisive. In the relationship, he's very moody, he's hot and cold all the time. So Aries spiritual guidance, you can trust your person being faithful, but he is very moody, very hot and cold, very indecisive. He doesn't always make choices at the right time. That's what I want to tell you, okay? All right. So yes, he is faithful, but he's very moody. His mood swings changes all the time. That's what I get within his energy. Okay. Oh, all right. Almost done. Let's see. Crystal Kara. Crystal Kara 02. All right, for Crystal Kara 02, let's see. I am definitely going to have to really um detach from this reading because this reading has been very crazy today. So I'm gonna have to do an energy cleansing after this live stream because it was way too much today. All right, for Crystal Kara 02, will your life improve for Crystal Kara 02? You are going through a lot of anxiety or misfortune within your family and friend life for Crystal Kara 02. But your life will get better around 9 months to 1 year. Your life will get better. Okay? The year 2027, your life will get better. Money's going to come in. You're standing your ground. You're going to be very bold, very direct. You are going to get whatever you want. You're standing your ground for what you want. For Crystal Kara 02, you have a lot of problems with your family and friends. They weren't supporting you at one time. You were probably owing a lot of money at one point. For Crystal Kara 02, there was some sort of debts that need to be paid. But for Crystal Care 02, I do believe the year 2027 will be good for you, okay? All right, money's coming in. Standing your ground for what you want for Crystal Care 02, okay? All right. Hey, Karen S. How are you doing, Karen S? I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I mean, I'm doing okay. How are you doing for Karen S? All right. All right, let's see. All right, I do believe. All right, that might be. I think that's it, right? Hey, Mary Lucy, how you doing, Mary Lucy? All right, all right. Let's see. All right. If you do miss your question for let's see. Hold on, I'm just reading this over just to see if I missed out on anybody. No, I still didn't ask my dad about the necklace. All right. I already did a ring for Aries spiritual guidance. Your boyfriend did stay at his brother's house, and your boyfriend is faithful, but he's very moody. He's very hot and cold. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Hey, Alexander, the Ganja shaman. How you doing, Alexander? Alexander, the Ganja shaman. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna read this over just in case I miss out on anybody. All right. All right. Thank you all. I do apologize. Today was very chaotic. My next live stream will be one question. I will probably only do two, not two free readings, but two, two donation questions. All right, two donation questions. All right. From now on, I'm probably only gonna do 2 or 3 donation questions because it gets really crazy. Um, we'll see, but I'm gonna start doing one free question every time from now on, only because it gets so crazy. You guys see that? It's getting crazy on my live streams. I don't know what to do anymore. It used to be so fun, but now it's just getting all over the place. So I'm just from now on, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 2 free questions anymore. I will do the 1 free question every day, but I'm not gonna do 2 free questions every day on the weekends anymore either because people are getting out of hand. So we're not gonna do that anymore, but it will be 1 free question every day. And the donations will still be donations. Okay. All right. Um All right. I will come back on at around. I will come back on around 4 p.m. If I do miss your question, I apologize. I can't help the fact that I missed some people's questions. What I want to tell everybody, this is true. I'm not lying to you guys. When I'm on my iPhone and I'm reading your live chats, when it goes up, sometimes I can't see the chat on top. I can no longer see the chat on top. So it's not my fault that I missed anyone's questions sometimes. I don't know what's going on. Especially when I'm doing the donation readings, I can't go back and forth. And when I try to look back to the live stream, it kind of blocked me from seeing the live streams. And I don't have my laptop next to me to know what the questions are before that. So that was the situation. And then and then I try my best to do readings for everybody all the time, but it doesn't always happen. And I try to let people know that. And you know what? Some people end up asking me questions outside of the live stream anyway. So it really doesn't matter because if they don't get the questions answered on live stream, they get the questions answered later on off the live stream. That's what I tell people all the time. Um, but anyways, this live stream was kind of crazy. Um, but I will be on at 4 p.m. 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. around that time. All right. Please do hit the hype button. Please do subscribe. All right. Share the live stream. I do appreciate everyone that's been kind, caring, compassionate. I'll see you guys in a little bit. It will be one free question though. All right. All right. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. All right. Peace out.